You're going over them laws. What it say? Meditate.
Right.
This book of the Most High, which is the laws that just came out of, we just came out of Egyptian captivity, out of the wilderness. Joshua's led us out of the wilderness, so he said, meditate on these laws. You meditate on these laws, then what you going to be getting?
Good success.
And prosperous, and have good success, right? And you're going to rebuke who? Going to rebuke who? Shaitan, that's right. He gonna better deal with you because you're gonna be what? In the eyes of the Most High. Start with a R. You're gonna be what? It starts with an R. Yeah.
Righteous.
Righteous. Kind. Remember, this righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and his law is the truth. You see?
That's right.
So we gotta understand this. He had to leave. He had to leave Mashiach Yahushua alone. He kept coming with the law, hitting them with it.
Right.
And that's proof to show anybody that believe in Mashiach Yahushua, any name that they call him, that the law is valid.
Right.
Because every time he went to the law against Satan, then he had to leave. But if you don't know the law, then what are you up against? Just rebuke him, but then you don't know what to say to him.
Right.
You can say that just what we just read. Memorize that.
Right.
As you rebuke him in the name of the anointed Savior. You see? That's what Mashiach Yahushua did.
That's right.
He's an example. I mean, it might seem, whether you want to understand it or not, it works. It works. But he got to serve the Most High.
That's right.
Don't come with that garbage to try to get us to worship him, bow down and worship him. Come on. And people are doing that. Yeah. And that's the people that you got to deal with in your world. You got to deal with them. They right here.
Right.
Look at Matthew 4:16.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 16. The people which sat in darkness saw great light.
Yeah, the people that sat in darkness saw a great light. Read.
And to them which sat in the region and the shadow of death, light is sprung up.
Light is sprung up. See? So the people that sat in darkness saw great light. It just sounds familiar. Huh? So where they get it from? Yeah. Isaiah 92. See? So that's what I said. What do they have to go by when you read the New Testament? The Old Testament. That's why it's being written here. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. Isaiah 92. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them have the light shine.
Right.
We went over this earlier, right? Here we are back here where we are now in the New Testament. Quoting was what they had to go by, which is the law and the prophets only. That's all they had to go by.
Right.
So here we are. We want this light to shine bright amongst us. But it's not going to shine bright if you don't understand what you up against.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I say I want you to know, first and foremost, what we up against. Therefore, we can now look at having faith. Go to Hebrews. Book of Hebrews, 11 chapter. And verse 1. This defines faith, which is an action. Faith got to be some action. It can't be just talk.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Read that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
So faith is the substance of things hoped for. Something that you desire that's not presently valid in your life. It's something that you hope for. Right? Read. that you desire to happen. Read.
The evidence of things not seen.
Evidence of things not seen. Because you can't see it. If you already have it, why are you asking for it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's evidence of things not seen. Verse 3.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3. Though faith, we understand that the worlds...
Through faith.
Oh, Shalaki. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were formed... Shalaki. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, Wa Mashiach Yahushua, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Right. Go ahead.
By faith, Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh.
See? Because he did the right thing. Get Genesis 4 and 4 just to show you that Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel knew the law. One part of it. Let's read.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock.
So he brought of the firstling of his flock. This is to the Most High. Read.
And of the fat thereof.
Of the fat thereof, that's the part you got to look at, because the fat thereof are the parts that we weren't supposed to eat.
Right.
The kidneys, the fat of the animal. You cut the fat off, and you the bladder, the gizzards, the everything you think of that are organs that we did not eat.
Right.
Just like right now, we don't eat those things. You see what I'm saying? You gut it out. Certain parts of the animal we ate. But he bought the fat thereof, because that's the part that was sacrificed to the Most High. That's when we was in the wilderness and the Most High gave us the laws again. He said, these are the parts of the animal that I want. That's a sweet savor for me. We took those parts of the animals and we sacrificed that and we burnt that to the Most High. You see? And the part that we had was like barbecue. You know? Read.
And the Most High had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
The Most High has respect to Abel and his offering. Because he had faith to believe the Most High going to accept my offering, because he was doing the right thing according to what? The what? The law. That's why I said the fat thereof. You got to see this. The fat thereof. That's the part that Abel sacrificed to the Most High. Read.
Verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect.
Right, because Cain was dealing with he was a tiller of the ground.
Right.
And what did he bring? Verse 3.
And Genesis chapter 4, verse 3. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Most High.
Yeah. He brought of the fruit of the ground to the Most High. Read. Fruit of the ground, an offering unto the Most High. You see? This is an offering unto the Most High. Cain brought of the fruit of the ground, an offering unto the Most High. Now verse 4 we already read said Abel brought of the firstling of the flock and the fat thereof. That's an offering to the Most High. That was proper. The Most High accepted that.
Verse 5.
Verse 5.
But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect.
He had no respect to Cain and his offering. Why? Because it was not according to the laws of the Most High that he had given us.
Right.
Go ahead.
And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
And he ended up killing his brother Abel behind this. All he had to do was ask Abel for a sheep.
Right.
that he could sacrifice. That's what that's where pride come in, and envy and jealousy and all the things that, he said the Most High gonna accept my offering?
Right.
You serious? That's why I said you can't really mess with the Most High like that.
Time.
Think that you're gonna mess with him like that. Go back to Hebrews 11 and 4. So now we understand what happened.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 4.
Huh.
But faith, Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice.
It don't say but faith. Huh?
Salaki.
Come on, you gotta read the words right.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 4. By faith, Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain.
Yeah, because he offered what? What did Abel offer? We just read it. The fat of the firsting of the flock. That's what he offered. The parts of the animal that we don't eat. Like when we gut it out, that's the part of the animal that the Most High said, that's a sweet savor to me. Take that part and burn it to me. That's what we did. That's why I went there to show you that Abel knew. Read verse 4 again.
By faith, Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh.
That's right, man. 1 John 3 and 12. 1 John 3 and 12. Read verse 11 first.
1 John chapter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that all things shall be dissolved.
1 John 3 and 11 says,
Oh,
well, this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. Not as Cain, who we just read about, who was of that wicked one, allowed Satan to come into his mind and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Why did he kill him? Because his own works were evil. What was evil about what he did? He gonna offer the Most High some fruit of the ground. It was evil. That's why you gotta know what's right in the eyes of the Most High. And his brother's righteous. Right? So now we look at Hebrews 9 and 22. Hebrews 9:22. And almost all things are by the law purged with blood. And without shedding of blood is no remission. This is what Abel knew. And you are quite sure Adam taught Cain, right? But Cain was like that evil one. He let the devil get in his mind and say, oh, you want to accept this, Most High? But the Most High ran him up out of existence into the mountains of Nile. You see? Because he was wicked. That's why I say he was of that wicked one. The wicked one out. He allowed Satan to come in and direct his path and to kill his brother. Satan was what? The first liar, right? Told the first liar. Because he told Adam and Eve, what did he tell Eve? You will not surely die. You're not going to die if you eat of the tree of good and evil. That was the first lie. Now, it tells us how he got to the mind of Cain. Because, come on, it ain't, people were talking about Eve had sex with Satan. No, man. That's what people think. When it's like we just read, he was of that wicked one, but spiritually, he allowed Satan to get into his mind. That's why we went into what we went into. First and foremost, to show the darkness of this world And our Satan's been given the world. Why? Because we ate of the tree of good and evil. When we can eat of the tree of life continually, no problem. We'll live forever. That's why the Most High put swords around the tree of life, so we couldn't get to it. Oh, you want the tree of good and evil? You got it. Now here we are in this world, going into this world of evil. Because it told you when Alexander the Great came into power, when he died 12 years later, then evils were multiplied on the earth. To who? The Edomites. And if you don't see it now, then I don't know, your eyes will be totally blind. This is their last stance. And evils are multiplied so highly on the earth that it's just apparent that they don't really care. They don't care. You see them, you see me, what you gonna do about it?
Right.
We got what?
Now.
They got what?
Now.
Yeah, they got now, but they have what as far as protect themselves, as far as they know anybody gonna mess with them. They got nuclear power.
Yeah,
beyond anybody else's nuclear power, man. We just went over that. You see, that's what they have, man. They don't care nothing about whatever you gonna say, man. They giving the police powers in all states, what? Tanks. Like you say, the equipment is better than what you had to fight over in Iraq. That they give it to the police departments.
Yeah.
Come on, man, they don't really care. We done read about them. If you don't care about the old, it tells you this in the curses, man, they don't care about the old or the young.
Right.
You see, they don't care about you. That they killing the young. What's the verdict? Not guilty.
Right.
So they don't care about us, because all the Klan did was just put on blue uniforms. That's all they did. They ain't got to put on their hoods no more. They put on three-piece suits.
Right.
Put on a blue uniform, get a badge.
Judges roll.
Yep, they can kill and be justified in their killing, because what's the verdict all the time? Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Who's gonna rouse them up? That's what you gotta look at. What's it gonna take to rouse us up? So a lot of things are being done to say, okay, well, there's a plan beyond what it is that they're dealing with. Sometimes these things that you see that they're showing in the media is diversions. They're doing this, showing you this, but they're doing something else over here.
Right.
On the left.
Right.
And they know what they're doing. It's just a matter of we as a people don't really, we're not tied too deep into what they will do and what they are doing. Some people don't even believe that they will be doing the things that they're doing. They don't even, that's why they're doing some things that the Most High said we ain't supposed to be talking about. It's so wicked. Beyond our imagination. Because what did Satan say? All should be done if you do what? Bow down and worship me. Sort of filthy, nasty, any kind of thing where you think in your mind and can't think, that's what's going on in this world, man. And the children, it's sad because you got to really look at these children growing up in this wicked world, worse than it was during the time that you see growing up in your world, man. That's why you got to train them. That's why most I say in Psalms 78 and 5, get that. Just what you have to do, brothers, with your children. You got children, you got to do this. Nobody tell you to hell with your children. That's just sending you straight to hell, man. This a law, what the Most High told us to do. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob.
And this scripture cancels out religion. Somebody say, the Most High gave us religion. These scriptures cancel out religion. He gave a testimony, established a testimony in Jacob. Read.
And appointed a law in Israel.
Appointed a law in Israel. Read.
Which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children.
They should make these laws known to our children, man. Teach the children the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, and the ceremonial laws. Supposed to make these laws known to the children. Read.
That the generation to come might know them.
That the generation to come, when you grow up and you be a man, you will know these laws are the Most High. That's what we've been going over all day. It's been very important, as you see. That the generation that's going to grow up going to know the laws of the Most High. Read.
Even the children which should be born.
Even the children which should be born. Read.
whom should arise and declare them to their children.
They should arise and declare these laws of the Most High to who?
Their
To
children.
their children. So they'll know that Santa Claus is